All right, I'm really excited about this because I joined the AMC Stubbs A-List program, which means that for one low monthly price, I get to see 3 movies a week. That's like every movie that comes out, and I intend to watch all of these movies and do little reviews. Sorry, I'm going to do it. I can't wait to watch these terrible movies that are coming out of Hollywood. Looking forward to it. First one since I became a member, chosen by my 7-year-old daughter. And really, I thought this was a moment for me to be a martyr. I expected intense suffering. I really thought that this movie was going to be incredibly irritating, but turns out I was just kind of bored, a little ennui as I watched this film with my daughter and my wife. She felt the same way. She was bored by it. Trolls band it together. This is the third Trolls movie in the franchise. These films driven, they're about music, pop music. Every character in these movies wants to be some kind of social media influencer, the Zoomer humor of Trolls. And they're driven by Justin Timberlake, who used to be in a boy band called NSYNC. He went off on his own. And, he's had many, many, many successful hits. Since then, he decided to make a terrible mistake. He decided to bring back the other 50-year-old members of NSYNC. He found them on whatever street corners they were turning gay tricks on. And he said, let's get together and let's make a new song. We haven't had a song in 20 years. We used to have all these hits. Let's do it again. Let's try it again, brothers. And they did. They made a song for this movie. And for the life of me, I've heard it 4 times. I couldn't hum it. I couldn't whistle it. I don't know how it goes. I barely remember the name of it. The song's called A Better World or A Better Tomorrow, Better Place. Something like that. It is a forgettable song. It evaporates into the ether. And that's unfortunate because these movies are driven by Justin Timberlake hits. This time, not the case. All right, so what's the movie about? Well, it's about a bunch of kind of ambiguously gendered weird little toys that are colored like candy. Is it woke? It could be. I don't know. There was a moment when they're like singing and dancing and everybody's doing backflips, these little elves, and a bunch of rainbow colored flags kind of fell down from the balconies of the homes or whatever. And I thought to myself, boy, those look like pride flags. But I can't tell because everything looks like, the entire movie looks like one big pride flag, except it's like not rainbow colored, it's candy colored. You know what I mean? It's more like pinks and everything. And then the rainbow flag, I mean, that was a rainbow flag. Is that a reference to gay pride? I don't know. I'm not sure, but if it is, I think this would be the world that, the rainbow people would hope for. I think if they had their way, it would be a world of silly, ambiguously gendered elves singing and doing backflips and throwing glitter at each other. I think that's what they want to make America into. I don't really know. It's just my observation. Justin Timberlake's in it. He does the voice of Branch. Anna Kendrick, who I absolutely love, plays Poppy, who is a thoroughly annoying Zoomer character who, you know how these kids are. They're like, oh, let's be best friends. We're best friends forever. That kind of random, Disney-esque kind of tween humor. That's what this movie is. Camila Cabello is in it. Troye Sivan, 2 really, really good pop stars. I know Troye Sivan from his collaborations with my beloved Charlie XCX. So it's good that he got to play this kind of vapid, fake fraud of a pop star character. Interestingly enough, there's a style, you've got the troll style. Troye Sivan and Camila Cabello's characters who were fake, they were fraudulent pop stars that were basically propped up by, they were vampires, like talent vampires, sucking the talent out of the existence of one of the trolls that they'd captured and kept in a diamond glass. And so they had to feed from him in order to get out there and perform these Eurythmics covers. Very good. The style that they used for those characters was from Betty Boop. They look like Betty Boop kind of transvestite vampires. And then also there was another thing, like one of the guys who was in the troll boy band was married to a Dr. Seuss character. It's a whole like Dr. Seuss style of puppet, that also kind of existed in this universe. Peculiar, strange, but at least I noticed it, and I said, wow, that's weird. So that caught my attention for a little while. This movie was ostensibly aimed at little children, but I'm telling you, it was written for their mommies. I walked into the movie theater, and I think there was some kind of massive birthday party that I wasn't invited to. Bunch of 7-year-old, 8-year-old, 9-year-old girls, and about 7 or 8 mommies that were in their late 30s and were immaculately coiffed, these ladies. They went into the movie theater and they were dying. They were howling, these cackling hens, at the stupid, jokes about boy bands, references to MTV, things like that their kids do not know. I mean, clearly you'd have to be an old lady in order to get a joke about Menudo. These jokes about 98 Degrees and the New Kids on the Block. Give me a break. Their kids don't know these jokes, but boy, the women thought they were funny. These women have no sense of humor. The jokes were not funny. They were just references like, hey, here's the thing. Hey, do you remember the Backstreet Boys? That's a thing, remember? Ha 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 ha. Shut up, ladies. There's no joke. There wasn't even a joke there. They could have made all kinds of jokes. I made a joke at the beginning of this video about how the other members of NSYNC are out on the streets turning tricks while Justin Timberlake is making billions and billions of dollars working with, I don't know, Michael Jackson, half-finished Michael Jackson tracks. That's what he's doing. Meanwhile, you got like the fat guy giving hand jobs to dudes in trucks. I think that happened in Boogie Nights. I don't know. All right. Anyway, the movie was boring, but when the music was playing, it was fun. My daughter was happy at the beginning of the movie, bored in the middle of the movie, but at the end of the movie, when they were, everybody was singing "Staying Alive" and disco hits and all of these things, she was singing on her way out. She had a really, really good time, and your kids probably will too. Do I think it's a quality movie? No. I give it a 5 or a 6 out of 10. It's fine. It's harmless. It's just boring, and it might be a little gay. It's not woke, but it might be a little gay. Whatever. Take your kids to it. Don't. I only prayed for death once in this movie, which is unusual. When I usually go to see a movie like this, I have an existential crisis every 15 minutes. But this movie, really, it was only terrible once or twice. When RuPaul was voicing a character named Miss Maxine, I did think about my own, like, is it worth it to go on? But, that soon passed and the movie ended. Thanks for watching this video. What do you think? Did you see this movie? You're going to take your kids to see it? Let me know in the comments below. I am going to be reviewing more and more movies. I just, I'm looking forward to it. I get to see 3 movies a week. I'm going to see 3 movies a week and tell you about them. Thanks for watching. I'll see you again soon with another video. Hey, come follow me on Twitter, @EthanVanSkyver.